Attention all competitors. This is your 1-minute warning. I repeat, 1 minute to race commencement. Members of the public, you now have 1 minute to reach minimum safe distance. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, fire 'em up. Seconds to go. Those who are about to die, we salute you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Barry John, and welcome to Carmageddon. With me is my co-driver, and I let him introduce himself.
Hello, everybody. This is AJ_Impy.
Well, welcome to the fun here. This is Carmageddon, published 1997 by SCI Interactive and Interplay, and it is one of my favorite racing games of all time. Racing in quotation marks, naturally.
Of course. It's, this is an old favourite of mine from years back. I loved it back in the day.
Yep. And as you can see, I've already got AJ set up on his side of things.
Mm-hmm.
So, coming into Carmageddon, you get two options for your vehicle of choice. Max Damage on the left with the Eagle, and Diana with the Hawk on the right. Max is a tougher car, Diana is a faster car, and as you're going to see eventually, it doesn't make much of a difference in the long run.
Yeah.
So, AJ, what was your first experience with Carmageddon?
Oh, I picked it up way back when I was still in my teens. Of course, being in the UK, we got the zombie version rather than the full-on blood version.
Yep. For those of you not in the know, which is probably going to be a lot of you, there were 4 different versions of this game that came out based on, when I describe it in the OP as a cross between Death Race 2000, Mad Max, and Mortal Kombat, I meant it.
That's pretty fair, yeah. It's go on.
It's a bloody game, shall we say.
Very.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to be playing the default version for North America, which is considered the blood version with actual people. AJ Impy mentioned he got the zombie version, which, replaced people with zombies, and there were 2 other versions. One was the robot version, where instead of people or other things, you got to run over robots, and the last one was the dinosaur version.
That sounds like something I'd have liked to have played, even if it was... How can you not like a dinosaur version?
Yeah, but these cars aren't big enough. But, so I'm just currently scrolling through the competition, just, showing off the vehicle models and the stats on them, as well as a little bit of background information.
Yep. I think that last one's sort of a catch-all. There's usually, you just get one of the four in one of their... Do they have a variety of vehicles, or always the same one?
It's always the same one. But they're also unique in that they don't get a car number. Rather, the Auto Scum, they tend to have the little skull icon you can see there for their car. And this is me just picking which section of the post I want to be on. When I have the option, I like to start either in the very back or in the very front. Mostly because I can do this.
Yes. Reverse, and then charge.
Now, as I've mentioned in the OP and... Oh, right. Don't ask me. Lampposts are tough when you're just starting out the game. I haven't upgraded my car enough to be able to take them out. So, how to describe Carmageddon now that you're actually seeing it in action? This is an old game. Very old. It's running natively in a resolution of 320 by 200. Just to give you an idea. It's a racing game where your goal is basically hit all the checkpoints on each lap. And as you can see here, you don't exactly have to follow the track.
Well, it's... And you don't exactly have to go after the checkpoints either. There's an alternate win condition, if you will.
There's two alternate win conditions. The most famous or infamous one is, well, destroy everybody else, because if there's nobody else left to race, you win by default.
Exactly.
And the other win condition is one that is extraordinarily difficult even in the best of times. Over every pedestrian in the level.
Oh shit!
Which is tricky.
Yeah. But as you can see, running off the track usually leads to rewards. So let's talk a little bit about these barrels here.
Yes.
Green barrels, like the ones I'm carefully looking here, usually provide you with more credits and more time. Time is important because you never have enough time to run through a race properly. You need to do damage to people.
Yep.
There's red ones, which are can be fairly benevolent, but not always. Black ones, which are the real destructive fun ones, and the blue and white striped ones, which are usually the clown effects.
Yep.
And we can talk about those when we come across them, but right now I'm just grinding up extra money in the boring part of the video.
Well, it's somewhat boring. It's can be quite fun to see if you can actually navigate around those things.
Let's see here. Carmageddon. I really like the engine though, because there we go. There's my first kill. Sorry,
Nice.
I wasted him. Head-on collision.
Well, but yes.
Well, no, Vlad. Vlad's male, isn't it?
Vlad's the one in the dragster. That was the. I forget her name, but it's definitely a her in that one.
Oh, fair enough.
That's Vlad.
Yeah, that. Right.
I'm staring here and I'm begging. I'm just thinking, turn around, finish him. He's smoking. But fair enough.
Yeah, I wanted to, show a little mix of what I'm doing in the first level here, because I know I'm going to be showing off other stuff in the future. Yeah. And besides, this way I get to come up from these guys behind.
Yes.
Oh, and one of my favorite parts of this map. It's the football game!
Yay! Take that, American sports.
Hey, I'm Canadian, so... Instant handbrake, one of the power-ups. Now, when they say this is the instant handbrake, they mean it. The physics engine in this game is amazing. It's the same core used on Independence War, for example. But when they say instant handbrake, it will bring your car to a complete stop, even if you're in midair.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. And I pushed him into the water, but wait.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. No. That wasn't... Like, the guy I pushed into the water got wasted, but the water is not deep enough to waste somebody by default.
Right. There must be something down there.
I might go explore down there later on. Because, yeah, you can drive under water in this game, too.
Shot.
So let's talk a little bit about, well, vehicular combat in this game. You deal damage by hitting somebody pretty much straight on. You deal more damage by hitting them with your front. You can deal a little bit more, or a little bit of damage if you back up into them, but you're not going to really hurt somebody if you hit them, like if you hit them with your sides.
Yep. Basically, you need to be able to have a run-up, either forward or reverse, to do the real hit damage.
Yeah. You may notice the little APO on the right-hand side. That stands for Armor, Power, and Offense, which is... Your power is actually your engine power, which helps determine how fast your car goes. And the faster you're going, the more damage you can do. But not so much as upgrading offense. Taking damage, you may see in the lower right-hand corner, you see a little graphic of the car. Green is this thing is damaged, degraded effect. Red is this is seriously damaged, you're not going to get much out of it. And black is, well, time to hit the repair button.
Essentially, you only get wasted when you run out of money in terms of repairs.
Yeah, when you can't afford repairs and you start getting completely blown out.
Ah, the sound of grinding metal. I remember it well.
Yeah, that took the edge again. Oh! Yeah, repairs cost money, and you get money by causing damage or by running over pedestrians. You can also get a little bit of money by running over a checkpoint, but that's never going to cover your expenses.
Yeah. If you want to earn it, you have to earn it.
Yeah. One of the things, you may see me flick into the map view for a second here. That's usually because I'm checking where the enemy is and other racers. Actually, you know what? This is Carmageddon. It's the same thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
But here's the thing in this game. The game plays fast and loose with opposing racers and their locations. The only way to lock down where they actually are at all times is to see them in the map.
Nice one.
So you can see there how I got hit on the side by this guy, or I hit him by using the side, and it doesn't really work out.
Slowed down a bit by the pedestrian in the way.
Alright, so running over pedestrians... Oh, ow. Running over pedestrians, you can hit them head on. That just gives you like 5 or 8 seconds worth of time and a little bit of money. You get real points for getting creative with how you hit pedestrians. Hit them with the sides, hit them with the top of your car, hit them into other pedestrians, hit other things into pedestrians. You may have noticed much earlier in the video how I had a combo bonus at one point. That's what you get for hitting multiple pedestrians in a row, very quickly.
Yep.
And as we're going to see a little bit later in this video... Oh, shut up. There's something that makes hitting pedestrians a lot easier.
Oh, yes.
I gotta remember to stop depending on just the handbrakes for my turns, so that... Because this game is designed to work with the keyboard. Yes, you can use a joystick or a gamepad, but I'm using the numpad for most of this game.
Yes. Although it has to be said, using the buildings on the side also needs to work in terms of turning.
True. just watch. This game is fun to play. Make no mistake about it. Yes, it's a racing game, but this is an absolute hoot to play.
You'll notice that advert we just drove under. Take a vacation from people who want to sell you things.
Yep. You don't get to see it a lot, but one of these scenes... Oh, nice shot.
Goddamn mother.
Yeah, you get the nice shot bonus when you hit something with physics object. It could be another car, it could be a lamppost, it could be other things. Heck, if you get a powerful enough vehicle, or you can even uproot the trees.
One of my favourites was knocking over lampposts and using them as street sweepers. Ooh, nice driving.
Threading needles is a very important skill in this game because there's a lot of... okay.
Ooh.
I've mentioned that some of the quote-unquote bonuses you get in this game, I absolutely despise. And if there's one I hate the most, it's jelly suspension. I mean, I can sort of get away with bouncy springs, but jelly suspension utterly destroys your ability to control your vehicle.
Really much, yes. It's it's one of those where you just basically have to wait it out and try not to crash in the meantime. Or at least, if you're going to crash, make it spectacular.
Yes. But, I got curious. I tried to remember, okay, what happened to this guy? And I wanted to show up underwater driving. So, hey, we're underwater now. And I realized there's a minefield at the bottom of this pool.
I'm coming to
Which
get you.
explains what happened to him. He ran into the mines.
There's the carcass of his car amidst all the other wreckage of
I could only assume
not
other
appearing
racers.
in this. Yes.
But driving underwater, it's slow, it's careful, and the greatest upgrade in the game ever.
Oh, hell yes.
If only I had picked this up before I had run into the... I'm sorry, people, but you
just
turn
enjoy
your
it. Come on.
entire car into a Tesla coil. And you just run through the pedestrians and everything becomes glorious.
Best power up in the game, bar none.
Even the solid granite car pales in comparison.
Yes.
And I'm just trying to find this guy here because I realize, what, I'm in a point where I can win now.
Yep.
The timer up there, yeah, you can run out of time. It is quite possible to run out of time, but these early levels, you have to be trying. Well, missed him, and he wasted himself. He wasted himself.
I'm halfway curious as to what he actually did there.
I think he slammed into one of the the building or the turn thing there.
Yeah,
but I can't really tell from this angle.
I'll have to have a quick glance at the car when we see the post-game "Here's what you killed" screen.
Mm-hmm. But you don't really get a sense for what wiped out somebody else.
True. But you can see which bits really dented in on the car.
Oh, yeah. And I think I just skip over this for the most part because it just shows how much money I've earned and my rank increase.
Yep. All the way up to 97. Yeah, let's see. Oh, there we go. Front end bent halfway down. That'll do it.
Yeah, he also took some damage to the rear right there. But join me next time when I race through the Coastal Carnage.